Economic data can feel abstract until you glimpse the lived experience. In Swindon, a 32-year-old nurse on the NHS, pay scale band 5, takes home just over £1,900 a month. Her electric bill has doubled since 2021. Rent on a modest flat is up 18%. After groceries and transport, she's left with under £200 for everything else: clothing, savings, an occasional night out. Across town, the owner of a 3-decade-old printing shop borrowed at 2% in 2019. When his fixed rate expired, it reset at nearly 7%. Monthly repayments rose by £1,400. Orders, meanwhile, fell because corporate clients slashed marketing spend. He laid off 2 staff and is now contemplating closure. Multiply these stories across millions of workers and thousands of SMEs, and the macro picture snaps into sharper focus. Alternatives the government could pursue. Economists do not speak with one voice, but a growing chorus suggests that the UK's reliance on fiscal restraint and high interest rates is overdue for re-evaluation. Targeted stimulus in high multiplier areas. Well-designed investment in green infrastructure, housing retrofits, and digital connectivity can create jobs quickly while raising long-term productivity. Every pound spent renovating Britain's drafty housing stock generates local employment for trades, cuts energy bills, and lowers carbon emissions. Tax reform. Overtax rises. Simplifying the bloated tax code and closing avoidance loopholes could yield revenue without squeezing middle-income earners. A fairer property tax that replaces council tax and stamp duty, with rates linked to current market values, would redistribute the burden away from younger buyers and towards long-time owners sitting on large capital gains. Support for SMEs and innovation. A temporary reduction in employer national insurance contributions, paired with fast-track grants for R&D and export support, would help small firms scale and hire. Evidence from Germany's Mittelstand shows that resilient, innovation-oriented SMEs underpin wage growth and regional prosperity. Public service modernization. Scrapping costly private finance contracts and investing directly in modern hospitals and rail networks boosts efficiency and frees future budgets from ballooning maintenance fees. Proper funding for preventative healthcare saves multiples in acute care costs down the line. Skills and immigration alignment. Instead of broad brush immigration caps, a responsive system that matches visas to genuine skills shortages, paired with expanded apprenticeship schemes, would alleviate labor gaps without undermining wages. Economies grow when talent flows where it is most productive. What happens if policy doesn't shift? Should the current path persist, analysts warn of a scenario where anemic growth meets persistent inflation, classic stagflation. Sterling could face renewed pressure, raising import costs and further eroding purchasing power. Investment might divert to more dynamic markets in North America or Asia, hollowing out high-value manufacturing bases in the Midlands and Northeast. Social cohesion, already strained by income inequality and regional disparity, would deteriorate under the weight of longer NHS queues, failing councils, and wage stagnation. The broader geopolitical context compounds the risk. As the EU and US pour billions into green tech subsidies, Britain risks being left behind in the industries of tomorrow. An economy that deindustrializes without building competitive high-tech replacements faces a perilous future.